So first up, this is one of my personal favorites. I do it many times within the day. It's called the 90-90. So basically you just pretty much go side to side. Obviously 90-90 because there's a 90-degree angle with both legs. And it's great to be able to go in different ranges of motion because the hips are used to being so flexed the entire day. So what we're gonna start by doing after doing a bunch of passes is just go up and down, moving in different ranges of motion, and then side to side. Give this one a try before you squat, or even just in between breaks at work. You're gonna feel amazing.
So for me, I like to just do a lot of ballistic movement. You know, I don't like to do too many static things. So usually when I'll come down, I'll go top down. And to start, I'll kind of warm up the traps, get everything going. I'll warm up the back, you know, do some swings, get everything going with that, some arm rows, you know, I'll move my neck. For me, you know, I had to pull in my back, and that's something I've been trying to actively avoid. So by getting everything all warmed up, it goes a really long way. And a big part of squatting is bracing, you know, how tight you can get that back, getting everything loaded up and maintaining that position in the squat. So I just find getting all loose and limber there goes a long way. Next, I go into my hips. My favorite one is, I call them frogs. I know they have a million different names, but I have this like kind of right angle similar to Kyle here. You know, I'm gonna plant my arms down, I'm gonna push into my hips, come forward. And this way I'm still in a ballistic movement, but I can really push, you know, get my hips primed for that squat movement that I'm pushing into. And past that, you know, I just like the good old cat-cow. So you're gonna breathe against it. And I'm feeling all my vertebrae separate. I'm just getting that back warmed up and ready for battle, especially for me, like 500 plus pounds is a lot of compression on the spine, so to warm it up there, those are my favorites.
So for me, as you guys will see later in the video, I do a super wide stance, so my hips get really beat up. And I know a lot of people probably feel the same way, so I focus on my hips a lot more in my warm-up. I like to do a lot of leg kicks, pretty much just forward and back, side to side. You can add any types of bands to get more resistance, but another thing I like using is one of these little things. It's a slingshot, you know, not sponsored by them, but basically every single squat up until my heavier weights, I'm always pushing my knees out when I'm doing my squat. And another big thing is it's also super important to engage your glutes, because your glutes are one of the most important muscle groups that need to be engaged when you're doing a squat. So by using this band is amazing, but you can also get onto the ground, and I've been really liking just hitting some normal glute bridges to activate them so I can lift the most amount of weight and be as tight as possible.
There's a million great things you can do, but where I see people go wrong is they'll spend 20 minutes, 15 minutes kicking their legs, doing banded stuff. They'll hit the bar and then they'll hit 315. Make sure you're doing your bites on the way up. So, you know, for me, even though we're, you know, veteran lifters, been doing this forever, we start with the bar, then we go to the plate, you know, then 2 plates, 3. Like, I make sure to do these bites and climb maybe 4 to 6 times before hitting my max reps. You know, the best way to warm yourself up is by doing the movement, adding weight, adding load, getting comfortable, so don't forget that one.